Okay. Here's some more Victoria 2. So, when last I left you, I had been getting this colonial race going. And it was time. And my ships, I'm hoping, are repairing a little bit, maybe? Not so much. That's okay. I just can't get the stuff I need, really, for anything. Whatever. That's what happens when you're not a, awesome great power. Still, I'm getting my research on. I'm theoretically making a bit of money. Good stuff. So, a German state goes bankrupt. Not even going to bother with that at the moment, because they will surely be in someone's sphere of influence. Yeah, they're allied with Prussia. Don't want to deal with any of that. That just seems dangerous. So Spain is going after Morocco. That's fine. Wonder what they'll actually end up taking. Whatever they end up taking, though, I think Morocco currently has 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, they actually already only have 4 states. So they will end up being a pretty good colonization, or annexation choice later on, if other European powers don't decide to keep taking little bits out of them. They'll be a good protectorate. But Sokoto, that's the protectorate I'm going to want when I can get it. So for now, okay, let's see, I'm still at there. I want to get my clergymen up pretty high because, yay, chemotherapy, less army attrition, that's neat. Because I want to get my people all educated and literate. Because their literacy is pretty bad. So, let's see. These are only man-o'-wars. That's a little unfortunate, because I'd like to start thinking about getting troops into that neighborhood of Sokoto. But hey, I've got some of these African troops available already. So let's go ahead and merge you guys up here. In fact, that is kind of good news, because that's not a far trip for these. Do I have... yeah, I have that naval base trying to expand. But if I need to, I can just drop units off in my eastern African colonies and march through the center. That's fine. Still, I want to see if these can repair at least a little bit. In the meantime, I'm getting my money up. I'll be ready for a naval base soonish. I wonder if UK would be willing to fight the war against Sokoto for me. Here, in general, let's just use our points to make the great powers not hate us. Well, I think even if UK decides that they don't want to beat up Sokoto for me, I can beat them up just fine. Okay. Oh, pop growth. Always good stuff. You want things that get your pops to grow. You know, because your pops are kind of your most valuable resource, particularly your accepted pops. am I doing on the justification? I'm doing okay. I mean, I might end up getting caught, and if I do, that's, you know, not the ideal situation, but it's bearable. Hooray! New colony for Portugal. Isn't that beautiful? Alright. So now, I want to start thinking about getting more of ports and stuff in places that don't have them, so I can eventually sustain a nice, big navy. So I can get lots of colonial points and colonize all of Africa. I don't have the money for all of it right now, and I might end up having to take more loans. Pay my army even, or for my army supplies even less. I got all the stuff for that naval base pretty quick. Did I have some stuff stockpiled or something? Aha, okay. So now I have until May to declare a new concession, which of course is going to be East Houseland. And UK would in fact join, so I'll just go ahead and do it. And they'll take over, but hopefully they'll just give me the damn war goal. Let's see, are they getting their troops going? Yeah, looks like they're actually going to do stuff, so good. I can just kind of kick back and let them do the work for me. While I sit here safely in my own territory. Good stuff, good stuff. Thanks, UK. They sailing down? Yeah. I love having UK as an ally. They can, I mean, be inconsistent. Sometimes they won't actually beat up the people that you're hoping they beat up. Sometimes they'll join a war and do nothing, but hopefully this won't be one of those times. But if it does end up being one of those times, I can move a few of my troops over and things will be mostly okay. Okay. This is one of the early ones, right? Yeah. I just don't have a close enough naval base. That's one that pretty much you can guarantee that UK is gonna get. You're actually sending troops, UK? Okay, thanks. Fight my war for me so I can be lazy. I've got a big stack here in South Africa. That's more than enough to handle Sokoto. Either way, let's go ahead and get military access. Yeah, I think this fleet is healthy enough to make it to freaking Africa. We'll sail over to here first and see how they're doing. Do I have any regiments I could recruit? No. So I better really hope I don't get a, like, nationalist revolt down here. It's... okay, their average militancy isn't so high. But it is worth, you know, keeping an eye on. So I got completely away with that justification. I want to start thinking about another one then. Yay, more pop growth. Good stuff, as always. There, more research points. That's exactly what I needed. So, let's think. Do I have enough population that... So, I wouldn't be able to get another focus anyway, though I do want to get down this tree pretty soon. But I think getting the education efficiency right now might be a good call. Given that I am... Yeah. Given that I have such low literacy, that will indirectly... produces... Yeah, let's get lots of iron out of you guys. I definitely want iron to be in great supply. And you guys just go land over here in this British port. And I guess I need to start spending a bit on my troops. I can't afford everything I need, but hey. Looks like UK is being a little bit lazy themselves and not actually providing that help that I like them to provide. They're just kind of sitting back, letting me do all the work. Well, that being said, any great powers that it's worth sucking up to a bit? Or just other powerful-ish neighbors? Oh, looks like France is going to grab Tunis. As they do. I would have liked to maybe eventually grab that, but doesn't look like that's going to be in the cards. Which is okay. I'll live. Okay, let's look at supply limits a bit here. Okay, nothing bad. Ooh, I've got plenty of leadership points saved up. Any really awesome attackers? Yeah, you're not the one I wanted to uncheck. You're the shitty leader that's just completely useless. Okay, well, looks like I'm sticking with the leader I've got. So you kind of go here and here. Meanwhile, I'm going to bring up my other troops. And hopefully be able to, you know, take out some Sokotoans. I do need to wait for the, organization to recover, but I've got time now that the war is actually declared. It won't expire. And it'll be a while before there's any sort of ticking war score against me. So... Yay, even less attrition. How many total brigades does Sokoto have? 8. So that's how many I'm bringing. So let's go ahead and just start sieging down their stuff. And I'll kind of just split up a bit and be ready to reinforce if I need to. But for now, focus on Oh my, the most efficient way to siege. Or occupy, I should say. I'll just bring that entire army as a reinforcement. I don't care if it resets the siege a little, the occupation a little bit. In fact, I'll just keep it stationed here. A 5 and a 3 stack. These aren't gonna, you know, occupy super efficiency. It will permanently lower their militancy over time. What does Oporto produce? If it's not a super important resource. Yeah, it's just fruit. So have your beer halls. So I just don't have to deal with revolts in the late game. From there, at least. Though there is still the ever so slight problem that maybe I want that militancy because that helps me pass reforms, which are awesome. Particularly, you know, the social reforms, which are just amazing. No loans quite yet. That's good news. I'm surprised. I guess I have the, you know, enough days where I'm... Abrantes, do you want beer halls? Actually, I think in this case, I will gain the temporary militancy so I can get closer to a reform. Maybe that's what I should have been doing in the first place. Whatever. Alright, UK, let's just win this war now, okay? Let's, you know, do the thing where you're like, okay, give my ally the thing they're asking you for. Let them hold their rally. Whatever, I'll just keep occupying land. They'll arrive 20th January. Yeah, I'll just keep doing this. You know, that way I don't actually have to fight you and cause pops to die. I'd hate to lose some of my pops, especially I'd hate for you to lose some of the pops that I'm going to eventually own. Oh. Okay, yeah, Netherlands is, you know, conquering at ya, as they like to do. Okay, come on, let's just finish up this war, UK. Surely... There we go. Well, new colony for me. Which also includes... new expedition. So, that worked out pretty damn well. And I need to start thinking about my next justification. Because I have all the money now. Or not all the money, I should say all the infamy limit, or I guess conquest mana, you could call it. So, before I forget, so I don't have to do it at the beginning of next session, I'm going to go ahead and lower my spending. And I'll start thinking about where I want to conquer next. I'm guessing some lands off Egypt. If I do particularly well in my justification, maybe multiple bits of land off of them. Other possible choices include Brunei. They get oil later on. I could try taking, like, Kyushu off of Japan. I'd have to do a little bit of, a little exploratory look with my fleet, because if I can just block them onto one of their other islands, particularly if I can get them on, this little island here, I can take a bunch of land off Japan, which would be great. Anyway, I'm gonna stop for now, though. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and you will join me at the next one to see what I do next. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.